I entered the contest because I took your online course during COVID. And then when you announced the first Amy MacRae Award, I was inspired by Amy's particular story and her being a mother. And I just felt like, oh, I have an essay I want to write about becoming a mother. No. Did it. The irony is that it's hard to send things in without kind of hoping that you'll win, but for some reason I just sent it in because I wanted to support the contest. And wish I could have that attitude towards everything. But no, I had no clue. I still have a story that I love that I wrote. I started it 6 years ago. I'm still working on it. It's been rejected like 15 times. And I don't know what to do with it. And then I send off like the Amy MacRae entry, and I have worked hard on it, but only for like a month, and and it ends up being a winner. And the other thing that about my background is that I had success with another essay prior. I ended up getting an agent for a book I had written, and then she wasn't able to sell that. And I felt like I was done. But one of my strategies as a writer myself is if I can win or place in a prestigious contest or any contest, and I'm trying to sell a book or I'm trying to pitch an idea, that is now on my bio. And that gets people's attention. This is not my full-time profession. I don't need to write a bestseller. My stories are because I love to write them, and I think they will resonate with some people. And so there's no reason not to be persistent with this story. And then oftentimes, if it's been rejected multiple times, I will just put it away for a month or so, because I can't believe how often I think this story is done. And then I go back and I go, oh my gosh, this has so much room for improvement. And that's exciting, because when you see the improvement you can make in a story you thought was done, you have a whole new enthusiasm for getting in there and going, okay, now maybe it's going to hit somewhere. You know what I mean? I think it's just these little tiny successes that put some wind in your sail and say, okay, I can keep doing this. I think kind of finding other people in your community in order to keep yourself from like wanting to just chuck it has really helped. Engaging within the first couple sentences is always important. And making me go, oh, what happens next? And also, one of the things that turns me off when I read other people's work is if they're trying to kind of cover in a memoir piece, trying to cover too much time. I think one of the things that you hone in on time and time again is give it a container. Give me a very discrete moment in time where you're describing something. I think that's the most compelling story. It's not this, when I was 18, I went off to India, and then, here I am at 60, and these are all the things I've learned. Like, that is not a container. That's an ocean, and we can't get anything from that, really. I feel like entering contests is a really good strategy, because you can rack up some successes. Now it costs more that way than places that just ask for $3 or $4. But one of the reasons I think the Amy Award is such a good one to enter is because it's like 2,000 words, and it's also raising money for a super cause. That's great. It's a contest that I think is a great one for memoir writers to enter.